All right. Coming in to do an audio check to make sure everything is going great, going smooth here. Hope everybody's going to enjoy this stream today. I'll be back in just a few minutes to go ahead and get started on everything. So, in the meantime, enjoy some of this lovely royalty free music, and I'll be back. Bye bye bye. Shit. Fucking why? is working. All right, it is time to get this stream rolling here. I am your Art Aniki. Thank you very much, everybody, for observing me so I can exist in your universe. I appreciate it. What we're going to do here is we're going to continue to work on our Smegsy Blue Oni version of Marc Brunet. Go to teacher, goes by QBrush on a lot of his social media. He worked on Blizzard, worked for Blizzard, bleh, on projects like Overwatch and whatnot. So he's very experienced. He has his own digital art school, so be sure to follow him and check it out. We will very shortly be joined by the lovely, lovely Havoc. Hey, Pensy, you made it! Woohoo! The MVP of last stream is here. So happy. All right. So I know artwork, particularly with me, takes a long time. So we're going to get right into it here. Oh, we're a little off screen. Let's go ahead and I will adjust that so you can see both of us. Maybe. There we go. I want to make sure you can see Havoc too. You know what? I think she's going to have to pull herself onto the screen just a little bit. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right, let's get right into it. So what I decided to do from last time here is, if you'll notice, I have these green lines on my screen. And what that is called the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds helps you create compositions. That way the main focus of your image is centered in the right spots to draw it all, to have like the eye go around the image to all the key points. So as long as your focal point is along one of these lines, as you can see, I have his face right here. So I think that's better. And I wanted him to be closer to the foreground anyway. And then I'm actually going to rework the background, I believe, as well with the same rule of thirds in mind. So let's go ahead and we'll start working on him, because I want to get him out of the way. Let's see, where were we at? I think we were working on the sword next. Also, Pensy, your Miku was awesome. I loved it. So glad you got that all done. Sorry, Havoc had to ask me a question there. Should probably be responding on a bit of delay, like as before, but that's okay. I'll be just happy to have her, because she's wonderful. There we go. So that. And I'm going to take this base color here. Wait, that's not the right layer, is it? Nope, that's the wrong layer. I'm clicked on the wrong one. Did I move this up here by accident? Nope, that's not it. I have too many layers. That's my problem. There we go. We'll get to a point where we can actually take some of these layers and merge them down so they're not so wild and untamed layers. Going crazy. All right, let's get some ocular occlusion going on here with that. And this as well. Let's see, so that.
Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear Havoc,
I don't know why I can't hear
Pensy? Hell yeah. We are in business. And now we can work on the shinies. Let's kind of have like we have a little bit of an inlay in here. Been looking forward to working on art again on stream. I got some exciting things planned for future streams. Going to be working on some VTuber models.
Yeah, I'm really
live,
excited about that too.
and also our webcomic. So you guys will get a little sneak peek of me working on our webcomic. It's called Born and Raised, written by Havoc herself. Art done by me, of course. I know Alex said that he will try to make it today, so he'll probably pop in for just a second or two. Alex is another MVP of ours. Pensy helped me beat that boss yesterday, so I appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you. You know what? I think I want the shading to match the other. So, let's see what color this is. That way it's all cohesive. Is this the right layer? Oh, wait. That's on the whole, on the body. I am not keeping track of things here. Jeez. Let's see. So this, I think, is the green. And I think this is what I was using for the gold. Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong again. Jeez. Maybe it's this? It's that. There we go. I found it. Hell yeah. We're back in business. Is the music too loud, Pensy? Oh, you don't hear any. Oh, let's fix that. What is going on with that? Let's see. We can fix this. It's kind of crazy because I can hear it, and then it's like, I thought I had this source on here, but I was wrong. Oh, by the way, last night's stream is also a VOD on YouTube now. So if you guys don't want to watch the VODs on Twitch, you can always check me out on my YouTube, going by Art Anarchy VT VODs. I will be posting those there from now on because apparently on Twitch, if you're not partner, they disappear within a week. This is things I did not know.
Probably why you can't edit the names of them too.
Oh, I wonder if I have to enable it in here. That's silly. Royalty-free music. No, it's still not showing up. What the heck and heck? It wouldn't be an Hard Anarchy stream without some technical difficulties as far as audio goes. Oh, man. I don't understand why. Okay, Spotify, right? That's what I have playing. This is the thing right here. There's no other ones open. Same executable. And then desktop audio, that's not it. Where the heck is it? Oh, it's up here. Nope, it's not doing it. It's just it's just being a pain in the butt. So you know what? We're just not going to worry about it. We'll just have a great conversation in the meantime. Oh well, next stream. Woo! Thank you. That helps me a lot. I really appreciate it. Okay, back to action. All right, so we got that. So now we need to make sure that I am on the right layers. Aha. Aha. This needs to be a multiply. My cat just totally busted in the room. He's like, no, you can't keep me out. I'm too powerful. He's lucky I love him.
He's probably gonna meow anyway if you had the door open.
Yeah. He's like rubbing on my legs right now. Like, why aren't you paying attention to me, Dad? I'll play with him after stream. Hell
I'll go
yeah,
give him a
Pansy.
snack.
A sneak. Let's see. So let me find the base color again. And we can do some highlights. I'm gonna do my best to get through this quickly so you guys can see some different stuff to have me work on different things here. So I'm really excited to work on the VTuber models and work on the webtoon again. The webtoon's been a project we've been working on for a very long time. A lot of stops and starts. But it'll be worth it when it's done. Even if things take a really long time, you just gotta, keep at it and plug at it until you make your dreams come true. My hopes is that one day Studio Trigger or Studio Orange will see it and be like, yo, we want to make an animation of this.
That'd be awesome.
That would make me super happy. Let's see here. Let's bring down this glow dodge a little bit. That's a little intense. Yeah. We actually want to start our own media company. That's like our ultimate goal. So we can hire artists. Of course, we will keep you in mind, Pensy. We'll keep in touch. We'll follow you on your art journey as well, try to help you out.
I think it's crazy because I didn't realize how small animation companies are. Um, like when we were watching, I think the guy on YouTube who lives in Japan and bothers people so you can see their jobs. He went to an animation studio. There was only like 200 people there. Well, I thought that would be a way bigger thing.
Yeah, I mean, especially for the level of production that gets put out. Hey, I will never forget the people that, supported me and, of course, like, are talented and have wonderful art. No, not 200. That's too much. All right, so I think we are ready here for the gradient map.
I also kind of like how cozy the manga studio was for the guy who does Friend Girlfriend because it's like him and like I think altogether there's like maybe 10 of them. So he just rents like a little apartment so we can all just get work done and hang out together in the off time and plan.
Yeah, yeah, it's super neat to watch those videos and get an insight about the industries that you like and how they go about their day and stuff. Super cool. Also, Paolo is always like shoving like awesome looking food in his face, so it's like, ooh, I'm gonna eat that when I go there. Not overlay.
I
Soften.
like how he like hides down an alley if you have on the street.
Yeah. We got a little line there. That's strange. Why is that? We're gonna figure this out. Zoom. Zoomy kitty. Oh my god. He's like turboing around the apartment, just going nuts. I'm gonna try my best not to get distracted by him, but
I'll try to distract him.
there we go. That looks better. Crazy kitties. All right, let's zoom that out. And since this is in the background, we want to make sure it is lighter. Oh, wait, you know what? I need to do this first. So that area is selected. Then we can do the tone curve. I think his name is Paolo in Tokyo. I think his channel name is like what is it? Is it Tokyo Zebra Havoc? Oh, she's probably taking care of the kitty since he's running around like a madman.
I think his company is Tokyo Zebra,
Yeah,
but I think his channel is Palo in Tokyo.
Paolo from Tokyo, maybe? Oh, the cat. Oh, I'm sorry. Our cat's name is Vegeta. He's the prince of all kitties. He's got like this little like stank face, so we named him Vegeta. He is a black cat. We were thinking if we ever got like a white cat, we would name it Frieza because they probably fight all the time. He's a super lovey kitty. I love him so much. Makes me very, very happy. All right, so let's see here. So I think I used that color. So let's do darker on there for the ocular occlusion. If I can speak. Nice. How many pets do you have? Oh, that's very fitting. I still need to watch like all that. I haven't watched it all yet. I've seen like the very beginning, and that's pretty much it. Oh, wow. That's a lot. But hell, I'm an animal lover too, so my friends are like, they call me like a beast tamer because I can, even animals that don't like them, that are their own pets, always like come and hang out with me when I come over. They're like, they don't like anybody, but they love you. What the hell? I don't know. I just got like plus 25 to Beast Aura or something. I don't know. Like, especially people that have like really like temperamental cats, they just like come and plop down like right on my lap and start purring. I think a lot of people don't realize like how like empathic animals are. So they like react to like your emotional states very very easily. Hell yeah, Big Boss, Sora, and Yoda. Nice. Those are awesome names. I'm glad they also have the same reaction to you. That's awesome. All right, got the hard shadows.
Those are all really cute names for animals.
And let's do the highlights. Yeah, animals are
Vegeta
so
also
like
has the
innocent.
hairline.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I like animals because they don't come with like predetermined bias or like, things like that, like socially. It's all based on, how you treat them and how you interact with them. Not constrained by social norms. The only thing with our cat is he has the most like toxic ass of all time. Like I don't know what is going on with that. I've got a candle going right now because of that.
He's just so dirty.
Dookie Nukem's.
It's kind of like when they came out of the training pod and had stinky lines.
Oh yeah, and they had like the beards and stuff, and like yeah, that was great. Ooh, that's harsh. Let's see. There we go. Oh, Rocket. That's a cute name too. I like it. You got the best names for your pets.
I like the name Rocket for a cat. That's really cute.
Especially if they have like permanent zoomies. I like that they've scientists have done all these studies where they've like hooked things up like, not like invasively to their brains to see how like they view us. And apparently in a cat's mind, it changes us from human beings into like a cat-like figure, so they see us as just like giant weird cats, which is really neat. Or maybe we do just look like giant cats and we don't know it. Oh, yeah, it's always rough when you have to make that decision. Well, hopefully, did you find him like like a friend you could trust or somebody to take him?
I mean, we do have like those fish eyes.
That's true. The fifth. Again, Mike Tyson bushes the wall, destroys me. Just uppercut after uppercut. It would be really cool to meet him though, even though he's kind of wild, a wild man.
I think I remember watching something about how like our eyes work way better underwater, even though we're not underwater anymore.
Nice. Yeah, it looks like you picked the right you picked a good place for them to be rehomed and have a happy home life. So that makes me happy. Oh yeah, I love being underwater. I'm like really, it's always so peaceful and so comfortable. I haven't been swimming in a long time though. And another gradient map. Let's see, which one do I want to use for this? Thinking. I'll try that. Might be a little harsh, but we can always adjust it. Ooh, not hard lights, top. Oh, yeah, Vegeta. Like when I pick him up, he puts like one of his paws like around like my neck and shoulder and gives me a little hug and then rubs his face on me. It's so damn cute. I'm super spoiled to have him. Man, I wish I could figure out the music. It's so quiet. I always work best with music going as well. Probably helps that I just really, really enjoy music. I'll like bounce around and like sing in my office and stuff. No, I mean that's kind of like the character if I remember right. Like she's kind of feisty, right? All right, so now we just need to do the blade, and then what we can do is I'll do my little trick with the line work, and then I'll start working on the background. Yeah, sometimes they're kind of like, you have to catch them in a good mood sometimes. Oh, I gotta do his arm wraps and his waist wrap and here. Okay. So try to concentrate so I can get through this. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, sometimes they just need space. Like Vegeta likes to look out of our front window, and we have a bird feeder out front, so he has like some entertainment. He just like bucks at the birds. He's got a woodpecker and like a squirrel that like gets up on the ledge and like taunts him in his face too, drives him nuts. It's actually kind of funny. Super rude, but funny. All right, let's see. Let's give it some depth there. Actually, it would be on the other side. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it. It was kind of like that with my dogs growing up when I was younger. All right, that looks pretty goo. Bring it down a bit, build it back up. Pretty soon I can flatten some of these layers so my computer will like not hate me. It's like, oh yeah. I don't know. I'm always like, I want my animals to stay inside as much as possible because I just don't trust them to something to not happen to them when they're outside. It would make me very, very sad. Oops. Maybe not so much there. Like that. No, Havoc. Your absence will be missed. My emotional support demon lord. Oh, no, that shouldn't be on the inside. That should be along here. And continue down here like it's chipped a bit. And then maybe a little bit across there. Something I do have planned in the future is to not only update my model, but also update the Demon Lords as well. So she's building up her powers in the meantime and conquer some new territories. Yeah, that looks good. I might even do it on stream and get some input from chat. We'll see though. I do trust you guys' opinions. Let's see. So this also might reflect some color. So we're going to do that. I'm going to bring this down though. And then some of the sky color through here. Yeah, there we go. That's looking good, looking tasty. Make it a little more subtle. There we go. And then, my favorite thing to use, some gradient maps. Let's see, I wonder if it looked good with pin light. That's like really dark. Let's try the soft light and then I'll bring the values. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Soft light is clutch. We'll bring it up like that. Maybe back down this way a little bit more. And maybe down on this end. No, we're not doing that. Okay, reset. Thinking around here. I'm kind of skipping my my usual like I was doing before with my black and white values, just for the sake of time. I think that looks pretty good. Save so it doesn't disappear on me and make me super sad. All right, so I think since we got all of these done, I can go ahead and merge these layers. Because I think, yeah, all the details are done back there. So I can merge them together. And my computer will appreciate it. It's like the more layers with digital art you go, like you have to have like a ton of RAM to have your computer not like chug like crazy. So what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to do my little lines trick with this. Oops, got to duplicate them. Duplicate, put that above that. We're going to merge the lines together, and we're going to clip that to that. Then hard light layer, we're going to blur it by like 50. Then we're going to bring it down some. And then we're going to build it up. Lighten. And then we're going to bring that down a little bit again. Duplicate. Darken. Yeah, it looks a little bit better there. There's a lot more we could do with it, but for the sake of time, we'll leave that as it is for now. All right, so I need to do his wraps and his belt and his waist wrap, and then I can merge those together. I should have labeled things and I didn't. You know what? There's the waist wrap, so guess what? We're going to work on that. That and put it up there and clip it. That's probably why this program is called Clip Studio Paint. Slaps knee. So cheesy. Oh, okay. Take your time, Pensy. I'll be here. And Havoc. Oh, that's just that. Oh. I clicked on the wrong layer. That's just the stripes. What I need is the whole deal. There we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I cannot. I might have to re-invite you to the room. So let's do that. One sec, Havoc. I will get that for you. It's weird because it says you're still in the room, but I don't think you actually are. But we'll figure it out. Might have to close my window here in a sec. Are you talking now, Havoc? Because if you are, I can't hear you. Oh, there we go. I can hear you. So let's make sure that you're on the OBS. No, that's not what I want. Give me that. And Be amazing if we can fix this so you can also speak to our lovely viewers. Okay, try talking now. Are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it looks like your audio is showing up on OBS, so they should be able to hear you now. Do you need a re-invite back to on uh the studio?
Yeah, because it's just keeps telling me it won't load.
Okay, I'll re-invite you, no problem. All right. Oops, now I'm in a different spot. Let's fix this. Oh, no, I'm back. There we go. All right, we should be back in business with the Demon Lord now, which is fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna have to close that window. People can just not be rude. One moment here. All right, that should be much better. Yay, you're back.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get my microphone to stop.
Once Pensia gets back, we can figure out if they can hear you or not. They should be able to because you're peaking on the audio levels on my OBS. My OBS.
Yeah, I still can't hear you through the little room we use, so I'm using it to listen to you, and I can hear myself.
That's fine. No worries. One day we will have it all together and everything will go super smooth and we won't know what to do with ourselves. It'll be crazy.
I think I'm gonna look and see if there's something else we can use because this one's kind of like a third party.
That's true. I wish I had a streaming senpai that could give me some advice. It'd also be super cool if just like the Twitch streaming together option would actually work. That would be super clutch.
We can probably find one on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true. Just how I learn everything. Ooh, that is very bright. Let's not do that. There we go. That looks better. All right. So now that we got that sorted, I'm going to try to make some more progress here. Introduce some color into the shadowing. Kind of like his skin's reflecting a little bit there. Some green down here from his pantaloons. Can't wait to get this done and tag him in it. I hope he likes it. I want Senpai to notice me.
I think he'll love it.
Yeah. Me too. Let's see. Maybe I'll pick a different gradient map for this. I keep going back to Lemon's gradient set here because it's fantastic. This actually kind of looks like colors I want to use. Wait, why is that? Oh, it didn't select it. That's why. Select. Meh. Yeah, I think that looks good. Then we'll do some tone adjustments. And this is a little closer to the viewer, so we're going to make it a little bit darker. Maybe bring the... Yeah, I think that looks good. Oh yeah, I like that. That looks good. All right, so the last thing I need to do are these wraps and the belt. Then we can move on to the background. So let me find them. All right, that's not that. That's the belt buckle. So maybe it's down here somewhere. That's his teeths. What's that? Oh, they're all on this layer. Okay, that's fine. We can work with that. Digital art is always flexible, so there's always opportunity to go back and fix things. So I'm going to start with the wraps, then we'll go from there. Give them kind of a desaturated first. Some ocular occlusion across here, where it connects to that. It's on a border with that. So just kind of like the shape. Same with the shape here. Alrighty. You know what? We can do this simultaneously, actually. At least I think we can. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to speed this process up.
Welcome back.
Woo, Pensie's back. Hooray. It's exciting. There we go. We got that. Now we can build it back up again.
I'm drawing something too. You just can't see my screen.
Oh, that's exciting.
I am back. I'm like the villain that won't quit.
Habit makes me make Jeff Goldblum noises all the time. Oh.
I don't make you. You know they're fun.
Yeah, they are fun. By make, I mean, I just can't help myself.
He looks like he has the most fun.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's the point of being a celebrity if you don't have fun? For real.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's one of the only ones that get it.
He's like, I'm so famous now, I'm just going to be eccentric as I want. Like, you know what? That should be all in shadow as well. Do that. Like that. Make sure it looks
This
3D.
cat, all he wanted was a treat, and now he's sleeping.
What a jerk. He is a treat fiend. Like literally every time I go in the kitchen, he like walks over and looks at me like, treat? It's treat time, right? It's like, dude, I literally just gave it to you. You're not getting another one. I love you, but you can't be doing that. Come on.
He knows he's cute, so he's like, if I look at you and make shiny eyes, you'll give me some treat.
And he'll lift his little paw up and then look at you with those same shiny eyes, and you're like, oh my god, my heart, my soul. He's just so fucking
I
cute.
don't know how he learned the little begging paw. I see people talk about it online, and then he just started doing it. I was like, oh my goodness, it's real.
It's a real thing. Do you ever do make OCs out of your animals, like your pets? Screams at you. Yeah, he makes like a croaky noise sometimes. Oh, okay, I gotcha. So when I do my updated model, I'm actually going to make a Vegeta that's going to sit on my shoulder. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to get like a text to speech thing so you guys can interact. So when you guys type with that, it'll do the text to speech out of his little kitty mouth. I think that would be super cool.
I love how they can do all kinds of stuff where you can like actually interact or have stuff for chat to do, especially when like chats start to get kind of big. It's got to be kind of like, oh no, I'm going to be in a sea of people.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm also constantly working to try to make the stream, more enjoyable for everyone so we can all have a blast together. I don't know about you, but I'm having a gas.
Yeah, I was watching. I think Beer Pup. She was doing some OCs of her pets and as like little like I think one was like a little warrior or something. It was so cute.
Oh yeah,
They have a basset hound, and he's like, they all look basset hounds all kind of have the same look, but like
tugboat.
Tugboat. That's right. He has a funny name. But yeah, she was drawing the dogs, and I think the, some of the cats, and it was very cute.
Tugboat is the cutest name for like a basset hound. Apparently he's a little monster though.
He probably just knows he's cute.
Yeah. Get away with things. Be like, no, I didn't just chew that up. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. I'm sure at some point I will dabble in that as well, especially with the game coming up that I'm going to be working on.
Yeah, not the one that we're working on right now, but the one after it is a romance one with kind of like magical beings like fae, forest folk, monsters, stuff like that. And I think what I'm going to do is make it so that you can get downloadable adult content with it if you pay like $1. So I know you're 18.
Yeah, we want to make sure we're not selling that to minors.
No.
No minors allowed. I do not blame you. It sounds exciting. It's like what that monster mouth do, what those tentacles do.
I kind of like even just like the ones they're not even like not safe for work, but they're just kind of romancy. Like I kind of like those, like because it's I don't know, it's fun. It's fun to read. It's fun to like
Some
have something besides just some guy or some girl.
some spicy variety. Maybe not.
That's why Bad Dragon is so popular.
Oh yeah. Bad Dragon, if you're listening or watching, you could throw a sponsor our way.
Bad Dragon, I have ideas. I will give them to you, and you can just do things with them.
I provide you ideas. You provide me with fun. Oh, I forgot to put the color layer in these. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. People liked the Venom movie for a reason.
I really like the first one. Like that one's very cute. There's a lot of character development, and it's like, oh, I ship them. And then it's like the second one happened. It's like I still liked it, but what happened? I know you guys spent a ton of money on this, so come on.
Yeah, I was disappointed with the second one. I still haven't watched the third one either. I'm scared.
Same.
If I do end up playing Marvel Rivals, I will probably try to pick up Venom. He looks super fun. That game gives me super performance anxiety because I'm not good at it. Oh, you like the third one? Okay, I'll have to check it out then. I trust you.
I just haven't been watching a whole lot of like actual movies. And I know Netflix is known for their background noise, but I got rid of them, so I've just been like anything that I've already kind of seen that's a vibe of anything I'm working on. That's just stuff I throw in the background while I'm doing other stuff. I think with this movie though, I'd want to watch it.
Yeah, I'd want to pay attention.
Yeah, the second one wasn't great, and I was surprised because it's got Woody Harrelson in it.
I know, and Carnage is like such a, you know, crazy, like, fun character and just kind of didn't hit, you know? All right. Hooray! Now we can do a few things to him real quick, and then we can move on to the background, which is what you were waiting for there, Pensy. So let me go ahead and save this.
I also want to see.
Yeah, so I decided on a different idea for the background as well. So we're gonna work on it together. So many layer. Oh, the layer.
I like how my model wigs out whenever I try to reach for something.
Hell yeah. If you can save up for it, digital like drawing tablets have gotten very, very affordable recently. And you know what? If I do end up getting any sponsorships where I'll like I'm doing a giveaway and they give me like an extra one, I could send one your way. I gotta get to that point first, but I would love to see you be able to get into some digital artwork. I love your traditional though, for sure. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. You do a fantastic job. Oh no, he looks like Vin Diesel now. Ew. Oh, he looks like a hot dog. What happened? Wait a minute. Some weird happened here.
Not a hot dog.
A hot dog that's all about family. Aha. Okay, okay, okay. My computer is struggling here. I see what's happening. Yeah, so Huion is actually like a very, very affordable and it operates super, super well. I personally use an XP pen. Mine's a big one. It's a XP pen Artist Pro 24. I happened to catch it like right before it came out, so it was on sale. Mine was like, in the $700 range, but the Huion one I think is only like 250 bucks or something like that, which is really, really affordable for something that's such a good quality product. But there are other ones that are like even cheaper than that. Like if you go smaller, like if you can deal with like a small screen size, like you can really save yourself some money. But I think it's worth it because art supplies are hella expensive. All right, I think I need to bring down the levels on some of these. It's not quite so intense. We just want some subtle in the lines there. Because we can always go back later and do like a paint over of those areas, but I'm not going to do that for this one because I'm doing it on stream. That would take way too long. I think I'm actually going to bring it down on the sword here too because that's a little intense. And I also forgot to do a glow dodge layer on that too because I just like to include it. So 20 and then maybe 20 on that. There we go. I think that looks a little better. And then we're going to flip it. Eh, eh. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So now we can develop a new background here. What we're going to do is we're still going to use that image as like a reference just because backgrounds are not really like my specialty, but yeah, I know, I know. The purple one does look pretty neat here. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn back on our rule of thirds because that will help us with composition. I'm going to create a new layer. And I'm thinking I want this background to be different colors here. Kind of different colors. I think we're going to kind of keep it like, we're going to make it a little purpley and blue because you know what? I'm totally based on the colors that I like to use. So we're going to start with this. This is going to be like kind of like the sky back here. Oh, I still got my reference layers on. Hold on, let me turn that off. When you have reference layers on, it'll refer to those layers when you go to fill something, and then sometimes that can cause hiccups. I like purple a lot. I like magentas, I like blues and teals and all that kind of thing. I don't know, something about those colors like sparks joy for me for some reason. What we're going to do is, since it's going to be like a kind of like a sky, oop, that is not the color I wanted. So we're going to build it a little bit here, but we do need to make it lighter than the foreground. So we'll get to that in just a moment. I'm just getting the colors down. Stop. I need to do it on the other thing so I don't have to keep changing it manually. Nope, I'm doing it again. Alright, so we'll make that a soft light. We'll make this a lighten. We'll make this a multiply. And then we're going to mess with the opacities a little bit here. I think that's pretty good so far. Yeah, I mean, it just depends if you're using them for like, like highlights or like a trim, or, if you're trying to bring attention to things. Like most of the time, I think I would actually prefer to use like silver trim on a lot of like armor kind of things. Oh, yeah. Green is not a creative color. Cynics, one of the guys that I went over the art influencers, he actually does like a whole video about how, like, why that's a thing. I am going to put some green in this background though, but there's going to be a reason because it's going to be more teal, and we're going to build it up till it's lighter. So we're going to put this in the back here like this, and then we're going to kind of gradiate it like that. And then we're going to get a really bright one like this. And then I have plans also for some glow to come out of like an area through here. So we're going to do that. Let's do some glow dodge. And we're going to have it kind of go up in this direction towards his face. And we'll make it a little lighter like that. And then we'll adjust the opacity here so it's not so wild, because we're not going too crazy with it yet. Yeah, don't hug me, I'm scared. It's great. And then we're going to vignette things a little bit too. So we're going to kind of go like this. But we're going to bring it down like that. All right, that's pretty good so far. But what we need to do now is we need to establish the middle ground and the background and the foreground. So I'm going to take a normal layer here. And we're going to do it kind of similar as it was before. But we're going to also make it so kind of goes up towards his face here a little bit. And we're going to put some more elements to point at his face because I want that to be the focus. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick this more.
I'm glad I can't draw on your level because I can't be trusted not to draw like M. Bison in Cammy's outfit since he wants to be
Since he wants to be a pretty lady.
He definitely does. He's like, I'm gonna clone her and that's gonna be my new body. And I'm like, so you want to be a small pretty lady? That's cool, but like you could just do that now.
So I'm thinking there's like this cool jagged like mountain range going like this kind of in the background. Hopefully I'm cooking. If I'm not cooking, ooh, we can make it like there's little chunks that like kind of float off, like it's like maybe there's like a portal or something back here. We're just experimenting now, by the way. Draw it anyway. Okay, gotcha. Oh, horror stuff. I think Havoc should draw some horror stuff in her style. I think that would be super super cute and also spoopy. All right, so we're gonna do that.
I'm working on something from my lore that I want to have as like maybe someone will draw it as an AI pet. So I'm gonna try to draw it all simple. So it'll be cute.
Hell yeah, I like it. I'm thinking we're gonna transform this here so we can get more like kind of like our perspective going towards the horizon line. We're gonna bring it down a little bit like that. We're gonna bring this kind of like that. Since we're using our reference over there, he's got it like divided in a certain way because he uses the rule of thirds as well. You know what? No, it's kind of janky. Maybe if I just bring it down a little bit like this, and then I do some smaller. You know what we're gonna do too? We're gonna take Mark here, get him into this folder like this. And then we're gonna reduce the opacity so we can see what's going on behind him too. That'll help me work. We need to make these smaller since they're off in the distance. Like that.
What color stone do you think an old Demon Lord's castle would be? Like from old vintage anime? I always think of like, isn't it usually like dark, like black or purple?
Yeah, it's like black, and then usually don't really see much until like lightning flashes. I think it's for like dramatic effect. Kind of to propagate that demon lords being evil just to be evil and not having like legitimate reasons for it. All right, so that's cool. So we have a foreground, we have middle
What I'm
ground,
thinking
we have a
is,
background.
I don't know if you remember it, but in that movie, I think it's called Legend with Tim Curry as the big red guy. He had like black stone that was shimmery, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Something like that.
You know what I'm thinking? If I make this big, that'll look good. Again, every idea is not going to pop out like, immediately. So you just play with it until you get something you like. So like that. And we actually need to make the background lighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Oh, okay. These are normal layers. So let's do overlay. And then we'll do glow dodge. Whoa, that needs to come down. Calm down, glow dodge. You're drunk. Also, add glow also needs to calm the fuck down. There we go. All right, so that's nice and lighter. We're gonna merge all that together. This is the vignette too, so that's got to be multiply. All right, cool. So we kind of want to do the sky stuff first, since that's all the way in the background. I think I have some cloud brushes. We're not going to go like super crazy with the details on the background here, but at least you'll get an idea of like, kind of how to put them together and whatnot. Yeah, let's see if I can find some cloud brushes in my inventory. Of course, they're not labeled cloud, are they? God damn it. I'll have to find some. I could manual. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do manual clouds. It'll be fine. For the sake of time and the sake of the viewers. Nobody's got time to sit around watch me like search for brushes for like a half an hour. Thanks, Fancy. So what we're gonna do is I think I want the clouds to be... How do I want the clouds to be colored? Okay, I've got that as the outline color. Let's do something like that maybe. What I'm thinking too is maybe we'll have kind of, the clouds also kind of doing this number. So it's also kind of like swirling towards his face. So it's like his face is like, definitely the focus there. And I'm thinking this, where he is like the gravity is a little crazy, like maybe there's like a point of like origin for energy or something back here. And then we need some smaller ones to have like a sense of distance. Like that, and then have some kind of big ones here. Maybe connect like that, I'm thinking. You know what? I don't want an edge color on it now that I think about it. I think I want to airbrush these in. Like this. You gotta trust the process. And then maybe if I grab something like this and kind of just the undersides of them a little bit here. And I'm thinking what I'll do is I have a holographic kind of like gradient map. And I'll probably apply it to these clouds so they look really neat. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, I think it's lagging because it's just like wigging out.
Oh no. Are you teleporting?
She probably looks like stop motion, like the nurses in Silent Hill, where it's just like freaking
Ooh,
out because that's what she
spooky.
looks like on my screen every time I like reach for something, and I'm just like, are you okay, bro?
Hell yeah. All right, we're going to select them. And then, no, the selection's not going to work like that. So, oh, it's pinned to it anyway. That's fine.
No, I'm just looking at some references. So yeah, and now I'm about to like look at some food while I try to keep drawing, but like can't help myself.
Pood.
Mmm, food.
Why is this not working? Does it work when I unclip it? No. Hmm. 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 That's odd. Wonder if I do it as like a normal layer. No? What is wrong? What did I do? Did I hit something? Oh, I'm on the wrong brush. Oh boy. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Your boy's a little scuffed. Artist problems. Make sure that the clouds have like a underside to them with some color variation. I kind of want some magenta in there. And then what I can do is I can then take this and we can cut some detail into it. Because remember, we always want to make sure that there's hard edges. So it looks more like clouds and not just like a blurry blob. Of course, this would have been way more simple if I had found my brush, but oh well. At least we're learning, right? Ooh, a cake. Mmm, cake. Keiki wa oyashi desu. I need to start studying my Japanese again. I've been slacking. I still remember the basics though. On my journey to be Nihongo Jozu, I want to impress the locals, be able to have a good relationship with them. Respect is important, especially in Japan. Before all the other streamers ruin it. Ooh, tiramisu. Wow. Oh my god. My fat thoughts there just made me like choke.
I want to go see their beaches. I feel like their beaches and like hiking in the mountains would be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to hike.
He'll be okay. He's got like unlimited lives because he's quantum.
Oh yeah, I'm like Schrodinger's cat. Like sometimes I'm alive, sometimes I'm dead. Just depends on when you're looking at me and when you're observing me. One of these days, when I know what I'm doing, I want to incorporate that into my VTuber model. I think that would be super neat.
I feel like it's kind of like
I think
Tomoe
that would be
sometimes.
super neat.
It's kind of like Tomoe sometimes. Because you know how like sometimes in the manga there's just a bunch of dead Tomoes and
Yeah.
Tome. I always said it Tomie. I know that's wrong. But I love her. She's such a shit.
She's such a brat. Oh, you got super loud there, apparently.
Oh, let me see. I gotta look. I'm like not even near my mic. It's like way over there.
What I'll do is I'll turn you down a little bit on OBS and try talking real quick.
Is it better?
Because you still sound normal to me. So it's up to, we'll have to see how it sounds to Pensy. Let's make a Terminator line on these two. Okay, now it's good. Yay, it's fixed.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I noticed that it was loud like earlier, and I was like trying to mess with the settings, but I don't know that it fixed anything. Just let me know if it gets loud again, okay?
Oh, I'm on the wrong tool again. God damn. Did it not select the tool? No, it did. Oh. I didn't have the color selected. Oh, jeez. Trying to speed run this background. Because the neat thing about like backgrounds and perspective and whatnot is you can do the backgrounds pretty loose, and then you can blur certain parts of your image to show the difference between the foreground and the background and still have it look pretty nice. Like when you're working with digital, at least. You also got to remember that detail actually fades with distance. So it takes a lot of the anxiety out of it. Like once I changed my mindset to like realize that, I was like, oh man, backgrounds are so hard. I hate doing backgrounds. It's like they just have to suggest the environment, unless you're going for like some actual like concept art where you have to, work with a team where they're going to take it to the next step and they need to know exactly what everything is. And in all honesty, unless somebody's like actually like a pro, they're probably not going to notice a lot of it. And if they do, it's none of their business. As long as you're having fun and you think it looks good, doesn't matter what they think.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have seen Pablo Picasso's drawings, and nobody better give anybody shit about anything.
Oh yeah. What's hilarious about like, watching like shows or documentaries about like popular media from like, like the '80s or the '90s or things like that. None of those guys even had credentials. They just went out and they just did it, and it just became wildly popular. Those dudes definitely didn't have like degrees in what they were working on.
I feel like you're talking about for movies and stuff. I feel like a lot of them were kind of just already union guys that were just told to do that as for part of the set for the movie or show or whatever they were working on. They were just like, okay, and then it ended up being like a whole like cult classic.
Yeah, Pensy, I'm glad you like this suggestion. Like Rogue is one of my like favorite like X-Men characters. I was thinking about it. It'd be super neat if you took one of your OCs and maybe did like Havoc's armor or design on it. I would really love to see that.
You could probably just do armor. Like I think this is pretty basic armor.
No pressure though.
You could probably design some pretty cool armor for your angel at some point though, because like I feel like most media has angels in some kind of either armor or like angelic garb.
True. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm thinking what I can do is along the edge here. I can do like that. Yeah. There we go. That's looking good. These clouds kind of have that, or like there's like light peeking through from behind. A little bit across the bottom. There we go. That's looking nice. You know, I like raw straws like backgrounds because they're nice and like loose and like kind of like anime and graphic and it just looks like really nice. Ooh, yeah, this is helping. Getting separated from the background now.
I kind of want to learn like even just sketching backgrounds because I feel like with some of the backgrounds that I have in mind, they're kind of like there's a lot of stuff going on that I have to show you where they go. Um,
Well,
so
you're
maybe I'll
inspired a
like look
lot
into
by
one of
like
those.
Imperial Boy with all that detail.
Yeah, I was thinking. I know there's a lot of websites where you can make backgrounds.
Hell yeah, I think those clouds are looking pretty good. I'm wondering if I should change the color. Might be cool to have like. Ooh, I like that. Wait a minute. Let's see. What else can we work with here? Kind of like that. I don't want it to be just straight like white.
Wasn't there like a 3D room builder that we saw that was That was for like helping people with webtoons make
Oh, yeah,
backgrounds.
yeah. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, maybe something like that where I can like kind of just give you basic shapes if I can draw over top of it or something. Like I just need to show you where stuff goes sometimes. I don't really want to have to spend years and years working on it just to show you that.
Yeah, Pensy, if you get into like digital and stuff, like, like I said with Clip Studio Paint here, they have a lot of like 3D assets. They're all free for the most part. So I use those a lot to like lay out things in the background, especially when I don't have time to like, mess with like perspective and all that kind of crazy stuff. Whatever you need to do to make your work like happen, like, just go for it. Ooh, that looks nice on the whole thing, but what we're gonna do is just put it on the clouds for now. Do I want to do pin light or do I want to do soft light? Hard light looks good too. Actually, I like hard light. I think that looks nice. Reset. Do I want them lighter? Hmm. Maybe a little bit darker that way. Lighter up there. Maybe this direction. Thinking that, and then you just gotta kind of play with it till it gets to like what you're looking for. I think that looks pretty cool. We're gonna stick with that. And let's go ahead and merge these. And then I'm gonna duplicate them. And I love this effect. It's called chromatic aberration. It's super, super cool. And then we'll do that as a color layer. And there's one more thing I want to do with those clouds, and then we'll move on to another element. Do lighten. And I'm kind of thinking that we'll do like a radial blur. Would look really neat from about here where the horizon line is. And then what we'll do is we'll bring down the opacity so it's not quite so intense. And we can mess with the different types till we get what we're looking for. Maybe hard light. What about color dodge? How's that look? You know what? Maybe I shouldn't have blurred it so much. I think if I turn down that radial blur, so it's not quite so. There we go. That's more of what I was looking for. And then we can bring this down to about 50%. Ooh, I just remember how I can make it pop even more. So what we can do, take this, we can do it as a multiply layer, or actually a subtract layer underneath it. That might be a little too intense, but we'll figure it out in a sec. We're going to see how this goes. Also a radial blur coming from the same horizon. Then we can bring that down to about maybe 40%. I don't know if I like subtract. Maybe multiply. Nah, it's not doing what I want. Okay, we'll just get rid of it. All right, cool. So now that I got those clouds, I want to check something too. Maybe if I bring them up a little bit. And then if I do that so it still has some transparency to it. All right, we're going to work on the little light source from here to lighten this up. Some sort of effect going on. Trying to think of what color I want it to be. Maybe like a pinkish color. And we're going to have it kind of coming from here. Like this. Maybe like across the horizon line. Yeah, I think that's looking nice. I like that. Maybe if we do it, how's it look as a hard light layer? Maybe add glow. Oh, that's too much. No, we're not doing that. We'll keep that as a normal layer for now, and we'll just build on it. Have it kind of radiate out like this because we want it to be lighter than the foreground. And then I'm thinking we'll take my lasso tool. We're going to kind of do some cool stuff like this. So it's like, no, nah, hold on. Let's make it smaller. Maybe like some kind of like swirly energy here. Kind of like radiating out. Might look good. Might be too much. But we'll find out. And then we're going to cut into some areas too. Again, you just want to play, you want to have fun. You know, whatever comes to mind, you can always, like, you know, if you don't like it, you can always get rid of it. Cut away some holes in it. Always makes it look a little more like it's like an energy of some kind. You can do like magic effects and whatnot like this. You want to cut from like both sides so it's like kind of wild, maybe like natural energy, the chaos side of things. There we go. And then I want to make this some sort of, I'm thinking a glow dodge layer. And we're going to stick with like kind of like the pink coloring. And we're just kind of do this number. You can always reduce it down if it's too intense. Yeah, it's looking pretty neat. And then I have a blur tool that I can mess with it. Or actually, you know what? We're going to change it to the liquefy tool. That way we can move it around. I think that would be like neat. You know, so we kind of get like this, like kind of like more organic, gooey kind of thing going on here. Just like manipulate it in certain areas. Woohoo! Pensie's working on artwork again. I love it. We can also do is we can take certain areas, we can pinch them, and then we can expand other areas of it.
Nice.
I think that's looking pretty neat. I'm actually going to turn this off real quick so we can see how it's looking. I think it's looking good. And then gonna duplicate, and I think I want radial blur again, just to be a little consistent here. Ooh, yeah, that's looking nice. Yeah, I like that. Fuck yeah. And I think what I'm going to do now, just to wrap up this like very, very background here, because we don't want to spend too much time on it, because I'll get carried away. You can ask Havoc, I get carried away all the goddamn time. Gotta find the right, where I put my neat brushes at, because I do need them now.
Yeah, I do the same though.
Aha. I found my effect brushes. Let's see. So let's do some stars. And I'm kind of thinking maybe this color. Just kind of pepper them in here. I think this will look really neat. Let's bring them up a little bit so they're a little more apparent. Oh, that's a little too much. Let's do 50. And then I want to do one more layer of some darker. I think that'll look kind of neat, make things pop a little bit. Am I on the right? Am I wrong? Is that not what I... You know what? It needs to be underneath all of this is what I'm thinking. Oh, maybe that won't work with that brush. Let's try a different brush. Oh, not that one. Maybe like some wispy nebula kind of. Then we can bring it down in intensity behind it. Let's make it bigger. Again, we're just playing. So maybe not that color. I want to keep it lighter after all. And then, actually, let's see how it looks with light and screen. Glow dodge. Ooh, that looks kind of nice with glow dodge. That might be a little busy though. Maybe just soft light. There we go. We'll keep it nice and subtle. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, cool. We got our background. Our very background, like, not the whole background, of course. Save. We are going to then see where we're going to take all of this and we're going to merge it. And I'm thinking it's gradient map time because this also looked really neat earlier. What about pin light? Ooh, pin light looks nice. Hell yeah. I like that. Tone curve. Make it a little, I'm thinking maybe down a little bit. Yeah, like, we want to make sure it's still light though. Like that. And then I'm thinking if I bring the saturation up just a bit. Not too much though. Luminosity. Then we'll bring, oh, why is this locked? There we go. Bring Mark up here. Yeah, that'll make him pop. Okay, because we can adjust the colors over the whole thing. That way this lighting scheme is going to reflect, you know, how he looks. Look like he's actually in the scene, you know. All right, we're cooking. I like it. So let's see. Let's move on to this next one part. Kind of like these mid-ground here. And I'm thinking I want a textured brush for this. See what I got in my natural brush set here. I've got a lot of like different things. Oh my god, my computer's chugging so hard. It's like, how are we looking on time? I'll keep streaming for a little bit. I want to make some more progress on this. Ooh, I have Mark's brushes. I think he's got some textured stuff in here. Let's see, rust, organic, hard round. Let's see how this looks. And we're going to take, oh, okay. So I could kind of do some things with this texturing, I think. We're going to trust the process here. We're going to see if we can do something neat with this. Again, we're also, you know, we're playing around here. We're in the exploration phase. Nothing is permanent. And then make the brush smaller, I think. We can kind of like work in some stuff here. Some shapes. Kind of work in like big to medium to small. And if it looks like crap, we'll just delete the layer and we'll start over. I think that if I just keep working on it though, I can come up with something neat. Because we can turn around with the same brush and we can use it to erase away some stuff. Some form. Havoc must be concentrating. She's not saying anything. Hard at work in the lab.
Yeah, I am.
Me and Havoc are going to have to figure out something tasty to eat after stream. I think too, if we get like some color variation with this in here, it'll look neat too. You know, I've never seen Breaking Bad, but people are always like use that as like a reference when they're cooking. I'm making art meth. Yeah, absolutely. You can DM it to me on Twitter, and then or you can DM it directly to Havoc if you want. Either of us is fine. You can do that anytime you want. You know, I'm here to help. Yeah, I haven't seen it either. Like a lot of people talk about it, and it's just such a strange premise to me. I'm sure it's good. Like, you know, I mean, I like the actors that are in it. I don't know. I'm also like really busy, like, you know, working on stream trying to improve that. So it's like I don't necessarily have time for that. Like binging anime is different than binging shows like that. Nice. Cool. I look forward to seeing it. I think this having some texture will also be like a nice like contrast between the foreground and the background. I'm gonna look at some of these other texture brushes too because I think that would, if I
I like
combine
it.
some of
I
it.
like how the color is in the wings.
Ooh, the spray brush is nice. You know what? I might change this color, like the base color I'm working on. to maybe, ooh, that looks cool. I like that. And then I can reintroduce some other color with these different effects here. Like if I do this. Ooh, I like that. And then as it goes back here, it can be more of this color. And then I can cut into it again with some stuff so we can get some form back. Like maybe it's kind of like craggy. Maybe like rock or crystal like.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for characters with seal tip.
When you're doing stuff like this, you want to make sure like your hand just kind of flows naturally like the way it wants to flow. Like don't hold it back. You can come up with like really cool results like that. Actually, I didn't like that. As I immediately take back what I just said. It's going to be less detail as it goes back. I actually really like that I changed the background idea. I think I would have felt like kind of cheap just imitating Marc's background. Thank you. Yeah, I really like how this is turning out. I think it looks neat. And then thinking we need to define the other side, maybe with like some purple here. Ooh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Oh, wait. No, I did that all on one layer. That's right. I can't do that. It's okay. Totally fine. We can work with this. With the power of imagination. What was that game that Manly was playing that we were watching it where the capybara kept talking about it, like imagination and the power of friendship? I never, I don't think we saw whether there was like an actual like monster in the woods in that one too. It was like a really neat game. If you haven't seen him, Manly Badass Hero, you should look him up. He plays a lot of indie horror games. In fact, he plays nothing but like indie horror games.
I don't remember. Let me look because we were just watching it.
If you enjoy my voice, he has a very similar tone to his voice. Some ASMR. Yeah, the main thing with like backgrounds and, like your artwork in general is you kind of want to make sure that, different objects have like different material values and look like they're made out of different things. Otherwise, it'll just look flat. Everything will look super flat.
I don't know if Manly's on here. I know he's on YouTube though. I think his full channel name is like Manly Badass Hero.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I should have specified. That's my bad. I want to make a VTuber model for Manly and see if he'll just use it. Just be like, here you go. Happy birthday. Even if it's not your birthday. I think I want those to be really dark because they're kind of like right at where this light source is actually. A lot of contrast, I should say. All right, so I'm thinking this color. Yeah, I think that looks good. So this is a little closer, and then we'll have it a little lighter as it goes back. Then we'll have an intense right here around the light source, and then we'll fade it out again. Yeah, it's looking pretty neat. I like this. And then we'll build it up. Some linear burn there. I'm thinking one last layer, and then we will throw a gradient on it, map on it, and then we'll adjust it, and we'll call that for that section. So let's give it some kind of like a rim light going on here a little bit. Like the different pieces falling kind of, and we can always blur some of it out so it's not so intense. Just kind of show that there's like some different planes here that are hitting some light. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Because again, we'll probably do some sort of blurring to have like the perspective. Oh no, you're still stop motion, Havoc. We're just going to kind of do this quickly. because I'm excited to show you guys different art projects that I'm working on. And the faster I can get through these, the faster I can show you something new and exciting. Kind of make these bigger because the light's more intense as it goes back. That. We're going to adjust this too so it doesn't lose the texturing. Don't you worry.
I saw her wigging out. I was trying to get a blanket.
Are you stealing my quantum powers and glitching through realities? All right, so let's see. Let's bring it down a bit. Duplicate. I'm thinking some glow dodge. Blur it. Thinking about 20. Then we'll bring it down to 30. Like that. I think that's looking pretty cool. And then go back to our gradient maps. I think I'm also going to stick with this one because I like it. Keep the background consistent. And now we can mess around with different things. So we have color. Ooh, divide looks kind of cool. I'd have to change the values down, but exclusion looks pretty neat. Pin light. Wow, pin light looks crazy. With all that texture. Oh, linear light is too intense. Difference. Hard light. I am thinking soft light again, though. I always go back to soft light. What about lighting? It's kind of neat too, but it's hard to tell from the background. I'm kind of thinking I can work with divide with my tone correction. I think I can get a nice effect that way. We're going to do here, we're going to bring some of these values. Reset maybe this way, because we still want it to be lighter than the foreground. All right, maybe not divide. Divide's a little intense. I don't think I want to go with that. I think I'm going to be safe and I'm going to stick with my standard soft light and adjust it from here. So we'll kind of bring that up like that a little bit. And maybe that back that way so it's a little darker at the front. And maybe like that, since it's kind of like the mid-ground. You can do all sorts of neat things with like textures and stuff this way. I'm going to change the color balance a little bit, I think. I know Mark is a fan of doing pretty wild colors, so this will be like an homage. Some magenta. We'll turn up the red in it. I think that looks cool. And for the half tone, turn up the blue a little bit more green. And then the highlights, taking more towards, no, let's make it a little more red. I like the highlight a little more red. A little more magenta again. Slightly blue. I think that looks pretty neat. And then, so we're going to stick with that. We can always change that later if we really want to. Merge it together. Layer, duplicate. We're going to do my chromatic aberration that I really like. Color. There we go. That makes it separate a little bit from the background. Kind of thinking I might need, I know what I need to do. This, and then we'll take this and kind of lighten up a little bit more behind it again. Maybe I should make it darker. Ooh, darker kind of makes it pop a little bit better there. Like a vignette here. Because this is also closer to the foreground. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, that's too dark. Whoa. No, no, no. No, none. That might be okay. Now, let's see. Duplicate. Lighten. And then I'm thinking, to keep it consistent, we're going to do this radial blur again. Because I think that will look neat. Ooh. Like the light is kind of blasting down it. Like I like that. Just bring down the intensity. And I wonder if the trick I was trying to do earlier will work with these. So we're going to try it. So I'm thinking it will because they're like an, you know, kind of like an object. Then we can bring down the intensity of it. Like that. Make it a little, just a little subtle there. I think that looks pretty good. That's pretty neat. All right, so now we just need to do this area behind Mark, and then we need to make sure that Mark fits with the lighting. Yeah, it looks pretty neat so far. I am thinking, though, that we need to blur this just a bit for the sake of some perspective. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a big blur on it, and then we will erase away. We're going to use, take this giant thing here, and we're going to kind of erase away here, slowly but surely. Just in like this spot here. And maybe we're going to bring it down to like 75-ish. Blur just a bit. You know what? That doesn't really look that good. Nah, I don't like it. Oh, well. That's okay. All right. Let's see if we can at least get this background done for this stream, and then we will call it. So I'm thinking I am going to kind of have like a path going on in here because I think that really did help that other composition. And I actually am going to bring Mark back up for it because we need it for the perspective. So it's good. Actually, if it's going to be similar to this one, I'm going to have it kind of go like start from way back there. And then it'll kind of, whoops, stop it. And we'll make it get a little bit fatter here. And then kind of cuts where there's like a rolling hill. And then it gets kind of bigger like that. I think that looks okay. We're going to roll with that. Now we're going to have it kind of lighten up as it goes back. We'll put some darker colors actually in here towards the front. Actually, even darker. You know what? We're going to start kind of like this in here. And then we'll have it go lighter as we go back. Maybe even like more of like a bluish color back here. There we go. So that's going to be kind of like the little path almost, or maybe it's like a river. That'd be kind of cool if it was like a greenish water. Oh no, your poor hand. Yeah, definitely take breaks as far as that goes. I think I kind of want to make this a river actually. I think that would be neat. So it needs to actually reflect like the sky color. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this, change it to that. No. That. Yeah, I think that looks neat as like a river actually. Excuse me. And then we will take some of these other colors here. We'll do them as multiply. And we'll just kind of ooh, that's looking nice. Kind of like that. And like that. Ooh, I like that. That looks neat. Mark is like visiting the land of like Lisa Frank. uh, that's funny. I don't know how to feel about that. I think that looks neat though.
I like the colors though, because it doesn't like, sometimes if the colors are too matchy to the character, they kind of blend into it and you can't see them.
That's true. Yay, they're staying. Hell yeah. That's exciting. Yes. Learn the mystic ways. I think that looks pretty good just like that. We don't have to go crazy detailed with it. So I'm going to merge those together. I have an idea that something might look pretty neat. If I'm thinking right, since I'm a fan of all sorts of crazy blurring. Ooh, well, that wasn't the way I was going to go, but I do kind of like that. Let's see. I kind of, yes, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Fuck yeah. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Ooh. Purdy. All right, so we need to get some stuff going on in this foreground here. We're going to use the lasso tool again. Kind of like rough out some terrain. Maybe it's like there's some like hills and stuff kind of around in this area. Maybe we'll get some like triangle shapes in here, like there's some mountainous kind of things going on. Like a mountain range of sorts. Again, we're just playing around and we're seeing what works. It's going to start to get smaller as it goes back. Some less detail, of course. And I'm thinking we need some like separation there because we're kind of cut off a little bit right there. Make sure I'm doing stuff in the background too, behind him, in case I want to move it around. And like little ones back here. That. Thinking like that. We want to keep like similar shape language going on. Try not to forget any areas. We're just going to fill that in. And then bring it down like that. Duplicate. Linear burn. You know, and I think this color is a bit too dark. So we're gonna do a slight difference there. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay. This part's gonna get like the most blurring, I think. So we're gonna keep the details really rough. It will drive me nuts otherwise. So let's have some like kind of lighter color a little bit on like different. Oh wait, I know what I'm gonna do. Deselect. I'm gonna have it kind of like there's some form to it all. mountain ridges, you know, like the land isn't completely flat. Like you had to go through a lot to get there. Because it's just like the art journey, you know, you got to overcome all the obstacles until, you know, you're comfortable and you get where you want to be. What was that stupid AI prompt for Olive Garden? It was like, when you're here, you're here. That was so funny.
Yeah, I don't know that they're really AI. It's someone who writes them, but it's like I made it watch 100 hours of Olive Garden and made it write me an ad, and it was so silly.
It is so funny. You can't tell I'm not exactly a fan of Olive Garden either. It's pretty mid. All right, we kind of like give them a little. Maybe there's like a ridge across here, like this, something like that. And then we'll just kind of have like that. You know, just to show there's some sort of variation in the landscape. Oops. My EP is getting low as we speak. But I really want to finish this part of the background and then we can pick it up again on, let's see, what's today? Today's Tuesday? So I think the next art stream is Thursday. Tomorrow I'll be playing some more 9 Years of Shadows, so I'll need your support, Pensy, for some more boss battles.
Pensy's not going to be here tomorrow, so you'll have to deal with me.
Oh, okay. I got you. No, it's all right. I know you'll be supporting me from a distance from wherever you're going. Plus, I got Havoc, you know. She is my number one being.
Yep, sure am.
There we go. It's looking pretty neat. Duplicate. Glow dodge. Sure. And let's see. I'm thinking. Ooh, let's go with the motion blur again, like I was doing earlier. Yeah, that looks good. I like it. Oh, I can do it on the. Oh, I just realized some stuff I can do with this. Cooking, cooking, cooking. No, stop it. Stop it, as Eddie says. Mr. Eddie VR. All right, we got kind of like this pink light going on here. So we're going to make this lighter back here. And then thinking Duplicate it. We'll make some glow dodge. Oh, that's intense. Hold on, let me bring that down. That was like really intense. Maybe not glow dodge, maybe hard light. And if I bring up the hard light to like 50, ooh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for, kind of blowing out the detail right there. Then this is all coming together. And then we want multiply because we want it to be darker up here.
I love that anime water. It's like vintage anime water. It's so pretty.
Yeah. Me too. See, look, as we pull out. Yeah. Hell yeah. This is coming together. I like it. Fantastic. And I got one more little thing I want to add to this. And then I'll throw a gradient map on it. And then we can be almost done with it. Kind of like this number here.
It's so pretty.
Thanks. I'm trying my best. Just a quantum guy trying his best.
Aren't we all?
Yes. Just to let you know, Pensy, this is actually my weakest area as far as art goes. You just got to keep, learning, keep working on it. Look up resources, get advice. And definitely don't spend too much time chasing perfection because that will drive you mad. Yay! Oh, I need some more. No, I think that's okay right there, like that. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna do this. Gonna duplicate. Gonna add some glow. And then we're gonna do one more layer like this. We're gonna do our super cool radial blur effect that we've been going for this whole time. For consistency. Like that. And then what we're going to do is I think we're going to try my trick again. Duplicate, subtract, blur, radial blur. Is that working? Maybe I need to turn up to like maybe 50. Can't tell if it's working or not. I don't know. I don't know if that did anything. We're going to say it did. All right, cool. So now we can throw gradient map at least on. We want it to be just on that, but the river is on there too. How can I exclude that? Oh, I know how. I don't want to mess up that pretty river because it does look good right now. Oh, there it is. No, that's not it. Maybe I have to do this manually. I do. I don't want it to mess this up. So we're going to take it slow. We're going to cut it out. Crap. Put some back on here. Like that. It's probably fine. Somehow this river goes through this mountain, but we're not going to talk about it. Maybe there's like cuts into the mountain somewhere. That's my head canon. Now I'm sticking to it. There we go. I cut that out now. So now it will just affect this. We're going to use, I think we're going to use that again, but we're going to do it in a different blending mode. I'm thinking, not color. You know what? Let's just continue with soft light. Ooh, that looks kind of rough because I cut it out. Maybe if I blur it a bit, it won't be so bad. Won't be such a harsh transition. There we go. That's a little bit better. No, that looks weird. I don't like that. Let's get rid of it. Maybe it doesn't need a gradient map. I don't have to put a gradient map on literally everything. So let's do what we'll do instead. So we'll do some color balance and we'll do some tone curves, I think. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's the look. Oh yeah, here we go. Like that. Then we're going to back it out. It's still too dark up there, so we're definitely doing a tone curve. Reset, maybe this way. We want it to be we want it to be pretty light. I think that looks okay. All right. We're going to commit to that. Merge. Layer, duplicate. We're going to put some chromatic aberration again, just because I like it. And then I'm thinking with this one, duplicate, lighten. I think this is what I can do, what I was thinking of earlier. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Might even blur it just a little bit more. Then we'll bring it down just a bit. Maybe like 50. Maybe I'll lighten it up some more again. No, what about screen? What does screen look like? Screen makes it look kind of good. Kind of thinking screen. Okay, cool. You know what, we're going to save it for now and not touch that. And what I'm going to do, just really quickly, is I'm going to play with this just to see if we can make Marc kind of look like he's here. And then Havoc and I will eat something. So we kind of want to darken him up because the light's like coming like this way. But we might need to change this color. That's a little too dark. What about, it's not saturated enough. That, and then we'll bring it down to like this. Duplicate. It's probably going to take a couple, like, different layers and different effects to make the specific effect I'm looking for here. So trust the process. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I turn this linear burn to this color. That looks kind of good. All right. And then we're going to continue along this train of thought here. See how it goes. Kind of do like this number. We can always change it if we need to, which I probably will. Yeah, there's going to be a reason, I promise. Yeah, trust. Do some overlay here, and we're going to do it with this. And we're going to kind of like go along here like this, just around the outsides of this like shadowing layer that I just did. By the way, this doesn't necessarily make sense in reality, but we're not going for realism here. We're just trying to make things that look neat at this point. That, and then we're going to duplicate it. We're going to do glow dodge. And while we still have this selection, we're going to do linear light. We're going to take this color again. We're going to take a bigger brush. We're going to do like this rim light here. Deselect it. I think there's some areas where it actually wouldn't hit, so I'm going to manually go in. Kind of work this out. Kind of think it's a little intense actually right through here. I think it wouldn't really hit there. And right here. Certainly not in this area. Or in here. Really wouldn't come through. Like that. And probably not on this thumb spot. You know, we just got to kind of carve away what doesn't make sense. And then we'll blur along where I've made some of the cuts. So right here underneath, it's kind of doesn't make sense. Now what I can do, select this, and we're going to brighten this back up just a little bit here. We're going to use some of this like environmental color here. So thinking maybe if I do, we're going to try overlay. We're going to see how this looks. Oops. What the hell just happened? That was really strange. Why did it do that? It just like shrunk like half my canvas. What are you doing, computer? Thanks. Nobody told you to do that. Oh my god, I need to save. I think my computer is having a fit. All right, back to what I was doing. And we're going to lighten up where his face is because that is the main focus area. Like that. So overlay looks pretty good, but I'm thinking I need to bring it up with a different layer type. Ooh, glow dodge looks nice. Glow dodge holding me down. Nice. Hell yeah. Alrighty, so we're getting there. We're cooking. I want to put this glow back into his eyes. Actually, let's make that maybe hard light. Yeah, I think hard light looks pretty good. Bring it down, and then we'll... Oh, the Y2K movie. Oh, man. Oh, Y2K. I remember that. There we go. That makes his eyes pop back out. Cool, cool, cool.
Me too.
All right, we're going to adjust the tone curve here just to make sure that he looks like he separates. Does need to be darker than the background, but not too dark in every area. That. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Maybe even bring this up a little more. See how he's like starting to look like he's more like, you know, he might be like on a standing on a ridge, and this is like a valley going back. Although from a distance, it's kind of hard to see. I think I might need to lighten him up even a little bit more. So let's do that. Because I don't want him to like kind of get lost in the background, you know. Yeah, digital art's just like a lot of playing around. So I think I like where this is. So we're actually almost done with this piece, believe it or not. I think I can finish it up this stream. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I wanted to merge them, not duplicate them. The heck just happened? My computer does not like me. It's like, how dare you put me through so much work? There we go. Perfect. So duplicate. Do, of course, my favorite effects for finishing things off. Except we're going to do it a little bit more subtle since he's up close and I don't want him to lose detail. Just make it super subtle. And duplicate. And what we're going to do is I'm going to try to do something pretty neat with him and hope this works. Take this, we're going to convert it to that. Then we're going to do glow dodge. And if my monkey brain is working correctly here, we can do something really neat with this. That's intense, but we're going to figure it. We're going to adjust it. maybe bring it up a little bit more. Let's try 30. Yeah, I can kind of see it. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. Give them a little bit of separation with like the light hitting from behind. And then we're still cooking. We're going to do subtract. Same radial blur from back here. We're going to go okay. Then we're going to take this, our wand tool, which is our base flange. We're going to invert that and go back to subtract. We're going to cut Mark out like that. So that looks pretty neat, I think. I might bring it down just a little bit so it's not too intense. Probably a bit more. Let's take it down to 50. Let's do 60. That's kind of neat. I kind of like that. But then we're kind of losing him, aren't we? I kind of like it with just the light. Unless I put it like under here, maybe? How's that look?
I kind of like it better with just the glow.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't want to overdo things. All right, we're going to do one more thing and then we're going to call it, okay? I like this effect because it kind of makes it look like a little more anime once you make it subtle. There we go. I think that looks nice. Mark looking smegsy as hell. Save. All right. I think this is a good place to stop it here. I just got to sign it. And then I think we're Gucci. And then Havoc and I can shove some food in our face.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's so pretty.
Thanks. Oh, maybe not that color. And you know what? We'll do this how I usually do it. I'll stop messing around. It's always good to kind of put like a tiny like put a watermark somewhere actually on the piece so it's harder for like someone to take it or the dreaded AI to gank your stuff. And it is January.
You'll probably have to look up. There's programs you can use to make the crawler not be able to see it. I know the old one was glaze, but you could probably find whatever one they're using now.
And you kind of just sneak it in there like this. There we go. So it's kind of subtle. So it's hard to remove too. Yeah, I think this is looking great. All right. We did it. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll post it tonight. I will email it to myself once I close down the stream, and then I'll post it on all my socials, and I'll make sure I tag you in it. Okay?
It looks so good. I'm so happy that you were able to finish it.
Yeah, me too. All right, so let's do our little outro here. So let me bring this back to the lobby. All right, I want to thank everybody that has showed up for this stream. I had a wonderful time observing your boy, make sure I can exist in, your reality, and make sure that you follow for live updates. You can follow me on all social media under Art Aniki VT. Um, I hope everybody has an absolute wonderful night here. Thank you, Pensy, for holding us down with the conversation. I enjoyed seeing your artwork, and I will definitely take a look at what you sent to my phone once to my Twitter once we get off. So yeah, bye bye everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Pansy. Good night.